Thank you so much for staying with us this morning. We want to begin with the World Sight Day, which is marked on the 9th of October every year. And it's essentially to consider the importance of our eyesight. Now, one thing you need to know is that in Nigeria, based on national data, key statistics for adults says that the total affected adults in terms of eyesight is something in the region of 4.25 million adults aged 40 years and above. They have moderate to severe visual impairment or blindness, and roughly 1.13 million adults 40 years and above are visually impaired. Let's have more conversations about this morning with Dr. Chibuzo Clement George, who is Chairman, Nigeria Optometric Association, Rivers State Chapter, joins us from Port Harcourt. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, madam.
Thank you for having me. Good morning, viewers.
The World Sight Day. Let me ask you this rather, I don't know whether to call it strange or interesting question. From your experience and from your practice, how important do you think people take care for their eyesight?
Good morning once again. Thank you for the question. People don't really prioritize their eye health. People only seek care when there's a problem. While it's supposed to be the way we take care of our health, go for annual checks, is the way we're supposed to do for our health. But unfortunately, we, especially in this part of the world, we really don't prioritize eye health. That's why today, globally, there's been a call to action to love your eyes. This is a day of global awareness, a day where we tell everybody to prioritize their eyes, a day of advocacy to the government on the need to prioritize eye health, a day where
Well, I'm pretty sure we'll get Dr. Clement George back on that conversation, because the next question that I was going to ask, and I'm still going to ask her, is what could be the reason for that? Why does it seem that we're not giving as much attention to our eye health as we should? I would expect, okay, Mark, I would expect, for instance, it shouldn't even be a gainsaying. It's something that should be natural to us to care for the health of our eyes, because without it, as we hear from time to time, your eyes are your windows to the world. And, you know, given the numbers that we are looking at, you know, the figures that we are seeing that are being bandied right here in our eyes, 4.25 million adults aged 40 years and above have moderate to severe impairment, visual impairment or blindness. Overall blindness prevalence of all ages is is estimated prevalence of blindness for the entire population is almost a whole percentage, and that's quite a significant number. What do you think, Mawkwe?
Glasses and then I think after a while you found out that, oh, my eyes need a little bit of loving when you kept on looking at the screen and I saw you wear them. So yes, please love your eyes. There is nothing wrong with, you know, wearing glasses if you have to. I think for the longest of times, you know, I have seen, well, people around my age group now, you know, resisting and saying, look, my eyes are good. There is nothing wrong with them. I don't know why it is that people just do not want to show their eyes a little more love. Why wouldn't they do that? And I remember my visit to the ophthalmologist, you know, when they were asking me to just, you know, take a look at some of the numbers, and I was saying, no, I can read perfectly. I think it's a thing of pride to say, oh, well, you're not now at a certain age and there is nothing wrong with your eyes. But at the same time, you know, sometimes, you know, given the world that we live in now, looking at screens, etc. The work that we do, for instance, where we're in the studio and we have lots of lights around us, just show your eyes a little bit of love. There is nothing, will I say, humiliating or making you less manly or less womanly if you were to protect your eyes so that you can have them for the long haul. But I'm not the doctor. I think that the doctor is here to lend her voice to that advocacy. Doc, it's good to have you back. Thank you so much for, shedding a little more light on the reason for us to love our eyes. It's very interesting, the theme that has been chosen this year, love your eyes. I don't know if there's anybody, because sometimes when you ask people some of the fears that they have, especially for those who are sighted, who have eyes and can see, one of the things that they would tell you they dread is losing their sight. Some people, when they look at the list of fears that people express, they will tell you that they are really afraid of losing their sight. Why then do you think that people would not want to love their eyes?
That's a good question. It's not as if people don't want to love their eyes, but the major problem is affordability, accessibility, and availability of eye care. Most of the eye care centers, the optometry clinics, the hospitals are concentrated in the urban areas, and then there's a dearth in the rural areas. So those are underserved areas. So in those areas, you have people that, yes, even though they have the signs and the symptoms of eye problem, but access care. So what do? They live the life that they have been made to live, the life that they find themselves in. So that's why today we're here advocating, we're here talking to government, we're here talking to NGOs, we're here talking to everybody that we should prioritize our eyes. The Love Your Eyes slogan for the World Sight Day has been in place for running about 4 years now with different themes. Love Your Eyes Kids, Love Your Eyes at the Workplace, and this year is still Love Your Eyes, Personal Experiences. So we're pushing, we're advocating, we're creating awareness for people to regularly check their eyes, for people not to self-medicate, for people to seek care early, because the earlier you seek care, then the better your cases will be managed.
Well, you have just said
governments are doing a...
You've spoken to some... Doc, if you can hear me, I was going to say that you've spoken to some of the challenges that people face, and one of which is access. And maybe sometimes, in addition to access, might be the cost. This advocacy, as you've said, has been on for a while. Has there been any changes, or have there been any changes with regards to access and cost for people who really do need to seek care for their eyes?
Okay, recently, the government have put some things in place. There's the National Policy on Health and Strategic Planning, and also there is the awareness on glaucoma and diabetic diseases. They have set up health desks, and there's the Gigibola program that is trying to take the eye health to the underserved people. So, so good. But we are hoping for more to be done. We are hoping for more integration to the primary health care. It can be integrated. We are advocating that there should be proper budgeting for health care. More personnel needs to be employed and incentivized so they can go to the underserved areas. We're also advocating that there should be public awareness on things that cause preventable health vision loss, like uncorrected refractive errors, cataract, glaucoma, and the rest of them. So we're advocating, we're pushing, we're creating public awareness. In River State today, we're going to do a road walk. We're taking the eye care to the underserved areas in Degema, in Abonima. We're touching 3 schools. We're screening and giving glasses to 3 schools. We're working in partnerships with Rotary Club of Transamadi program to reach the underserved and to continually create awareness on the need to have our eyes properly checked and prioritize our eye health. Thank you.
How would you rate the, while this advocacy is going on and you're talking to government and you're also talking to the people, would you say that there is an increasing awareness in Nigeria about the importance of doing checkup for the eyes?
Well, I wouldn't say so. In the urban areas, yes. But the majority of the population of Nigeria do not reside in the urban areas. They're in the rural areas. And in those places, the awareness, in those places, they're still practicing conservative methods like couching for cataract and applying herbs in their eyes. So the awareness, I wouldn't say it has increased like 20 years back till now, it has increased. But I wouldn't say that it has reached the point where it's supposed to be. Eye health should be part of primary health care. It should be part of school health care. Every child should have their eyes checked before getting into kindergarten. There should be a policy, a national policy to that effect, that every child deserves a sight. Sight is not a privilege, it's a right. We all deserve to have good eyesight. So I will say more awareness needs to be done. Thank you.
What about in the area of personnel? We know that one of the things that Nigeria has suffered in recent times has been, brain drain in the area of our doctors, medical personnel who are leaving the shores of this country. How has it also affected personnel in your line of profession?
Thank you so much for that question. Yes, a lot of optometrists have left the shores. A lot of ophthalmologists have left the shores. So there's a dearth of personnel, and where, especially in the underserved areas, in the rural communities, even the personnel that are left behind do not want to go to those areas. And these are the people that need it most. In the primary health centers all over the place, we see that the primary health centers are not manned by any eye health personnel. They're not even equipped to handle eye health care. Meanwhile, that should be the first point. People should access care from that area, and then referral pathways should be made where people now go from there to the secondary care. So the dearth in personnel has really impacted eye care in Nigeria, and we're advocating that government should train more professionals, employ more professionals, give them incentives to want to go to the rural areas, to want to go to the underserved areas and meet the needs of people. Thank you.
So by this time next year, when we celebrate another World Sight Day, what are some of the changes that you would like to see within the next 365 days?
Thank you so much for the question. Yes, we would like better implementation of the strategies that governments have put in place. The National Eye Health Policy Strategy, better implementation of the health desks that they have set up, better implementation of the glaucoma and diabetes management disease guidelines. We also want the Jijibola program that is going on, where they are giving reading glasses. We in the optometry sector, we don't think reading glasses is the solution to the problem. We would prefer that the people have comprehensive eye check and then a proper spectacle correction given to them to serve them for both distance and near. So we want also those policies not to go away or die when the government is no more in place. We want continuity of whatever policy that is in place. Also, we want data for government to put up more effort in gathering data. Actually, in Nigeria, we don't have data. The data we are running with are data of 2004 to 2008. We don't have recent data. And this affects planning, it affects policy implementation, it affects the impact of whatever implementation that they want to do gets to have on the society. So we're advocating, we're pleading, we're saying government, you need to do more. You need to do more in the area of eye care, because a healthy nation is a nation with healthy eyesight. When you have a poor vision, it's going to impact every aspect of your life. It's going to impact your ability to provide for your family, your ability to be dependent, and your ability to have good education and be integrated into the society. So we're hoping that in the next 365 days, more eye care professionals will be employed and sent to the underserved areas to cater to those needs. And more schools, especially the federal government, federal universities, will take up training of optometrists. Most of the training is happening in the private universities, and it becomes very expensive for some people to access. So if government can put up more training in the federal government universities, that will help to also curb the death in eye care personnel. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Chibuzo Clement George. He is the chairman, or should I say chairperson, Nigeria Optometric Association, River State Chapter. Thank you very much for speaking with us this morning, and happy World Sight Day to you.
Thank you, Mokwe, for having me. And I want to still tell everyone, love your eyes, have regular checks, know that your eyes are the windows to your world. It helps you to achieve your dreams. It helps you to impact the society in which you live in. Love your eyes today, love your eyes always. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, ma'am. We'll take a break at this point. When we come back, we'll be taking a look at contemporary issues with Laolu Akonde. In just a moment, please stay with us.